Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is natural selection. What is natural selection? Actually, natural selection is a part of evolution. And what is evolution? You know that evolution means the gaining of adaptive features for the survival with the environment. Clear? So, not individuals, actually any species, group of species, and any species, you think, when they survive or when they gain some adaptive feature with the changing of environment, they actually create changes within themselves to survive with the environment. Okay, so in that situation, if it is not possible or they are not actually accustomed with the environment or they are not naturally selected, then they have to destroy it. Okay, they have to destroy totally from the environment, or they must be destroyed or extinct as an extinct species from the environment. Okay, and this is the gradual process, not any sudden change, and the environment or the climatic change that continuously or gradually changes, and the species or the any population that have to accustom themselves with the changing environment, and this is the actually rule of the environment. And when they are totally stabilized with the environment or they are totally adapted with the environment, they actually naturally selected. So what is the natural selection? Actually, natural selection is the force, and that is totally comes from the environment, or it is applied by the environment on the species that are not only animal, also plants. Clear? So this force actually applied on the species from the environment to survive with the changing environment, and in that situation new characters must be grown within the species body, plant's body or the animal's body, or the genetic changes we can also see, and this situation helps us actually not only animals, plants also helps to all the organisms to survive with the changing environment. Clear? So if we consider an example about the dinosaurs in the past era, so in what happened there, sudden change that appear in the environment, and actually the dinosaurs, they are totally hopeless, we can say that way, because with the sudden change it's impossible to survive or to gain any adaptive features or to create any changes within the genes of themselves to survive with the environment. But not only that situation, this is the actually gradual process, and they cannot get much time with this sudden change. Okay, this sudden change actually destroyed them totally. Sudden change, and if these changes gradually occurred at that situation, so they get much time or proper time to adapt themselves with the environment. Clear? Or they must be naturally selected. So this is the example of how the species, they actually naturally selected or not. Okay, how they become extinct from the environment. Clear? So here we discuss the natural selection. So natural selection, we say that is the force, that is the force and of evolution, force of evolution, and that deals with the genetic changes in population. Okay, the force that comes from the environment all over the species, different types of species, to change themselves with the environment. Okay, or to change their genetic stability, or not stability, genetic features, we can say that. Okay, so this is possible in two ways. One is the mutation, and another is mutation, and another is the reproduction. Okay, reproduction. These are the two processes. Clear? So what is mutation? Mutation means the changes arise within the within the any species body in gene or in chromosome. Okay, this is the mutation. If the change arises within the genes, then it is called the point mutation. Clear? Point mutation. Okay, and if the changes arise within the chromosome or including the genes, this is called the chromosomal mutation. Clear? So when we discuss about the mutation, then we elaborately explain or elaborately know about the mutation. Now today's topic is natural selection, so we learn about the natural selection. Clear? So this is the process. One is mutation, another is the reproduction. Mutation is the that changes arise within the individual's body. Okay, and the reproduction is the actually when the gamete that produced in a body of an individual, when this gamete fertilized with another gamete of another individual, the new character as usually grow within the young ones. Clear? These new characters grow within the young ones, and these characters continuously updated with their next generation. Clear? So here we discuss about the type of the natural selection. We can say three types, totally three types of natural selection. One is the directional selection, another is the stabilized selection, last one is the disruptive selection. In case of directional selection, some phenotypes are better adapted. Some phenotypes are better adapted than others. So we think just one species, group of individuals that form a species. So we can say here that few individuals of them, they are better adapted, or they have better features that is grown within their body for the survival with the environment. Not the all individuals. You can say that not all the individuals. Only some group of individuals this feature arises. Okay, so this is known as the directional selection. Okay, the second one is the stabilized selection. What is stabilized selection? Here the average phenotype is the most adapted and selection favors the gene. Here we say that few phenotypes. Okay, some phenotypes. You see here, you just understanding it, some phenotype, and here in case of stabilized, average phenotypes that are fully adapted, or they gain most of the adaptive features for the survival with the environment. So that's why it is called the stabilized. Okay, and the last one is the disruptive. What is disruptive? Here the extremes have more adaptable phenotypes, okay, than the average. Here there is a difference between the stabilized and disruptive. Here in case of stabilized, average phenotypes is the most adapted, and here extremes have more adaptable phenotypes. And in that situation, origin species that disrupted into two or more, okay, two or more species and separated. They totally separated from the original species. Clear? So here are the three types we just learned. One is directional, second one is the stabilized, and the third one is the disruptive. Okay? In case of directional, some phenotypes are adapted. In case of stabilized, average phenotypes are adapted. In case of disruptive, extreme phenotypes are adapted. Okay? Clear? Now we understand it with proper examples. Clear? Okay. Now we learn this selection, natural selections, with the help of proper examples. Clear? So here you see in case of directional selection, there example we take horse evolution. Clear? Horse evolution. And this horse evolution, in case of directional natural selection, they survive more and they reproduce successfully. Clear? They survive more and they reproduce successfully. In case of stabilizing selection, their example is house sparrow. Example is house sparrow. And in case of house sparrow, generally average phenotypes are selected. In that situation, large and the small, they do not survive in winter. Okay, larger and the smaller sparrows, actually they cannot survive in winter. Okay, in case of disruptive, we take examples phototactic, positively phototactic and the negatively phototactic flies. Okay, these are the flies. 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 Some are positively phototactic, respond to light, and some are negatively phototactic. They cannot respond to light. So here the individual that responding to light, these represent the extreme phenotype. Clear? These represent the extreme phenotype. So what we learned here, in case of this is the extreme selection or extreme phenotypes we can see. Here only average. Clear? Average. And this is one. In one species, continuously in a direct way, they gain the adaptive features, and this is very successful because they get more adaptive features for the survival with the environment, and they transfer these adaptive features to the young ones because they reproduce successfully. Clear? So actually these are the main type of natural selection. And another type of natural selection we learned also here. These are divergent and the convergent. Clear? Divergent and convergent and parallel. Okay, and we learn about this in my next video. Clear? Okay. So this after learning this, so another part of natural selection, also the another type also we need in my next video. Okay. Thank you.